Friend tasted my kitty while her boyfriend nutted in me. Will, my friend with benefits, was busy for the night, so I went back to Henry and Ashley. They've grown very responsive now that I have another guy in rotation. Like, they have something to prove. However, they know that I adore them, and they just want to make sure I'm happy. We had a cuddle session in the bed with Ashley in the middle. It felt good to be alone with them again. We're just so close that everything feels easy. Ashley kissed me on the cheek, but then it became clear she was thirsty for more. She turned my face to hers and kissed my mouth, pressing her tongue inside my lips. I sounded against her lips as then I felt Henry's large hand reach over her and touch my waist. Suddenly we were moving around on the bed, and I ended up on my back in the middle. They always like to shove me into the middle so they can both mess around with me. Ashley kept kissing me as she reached up my shirt to play with my melons. I had taken off my bra before getting into bed, so it was too easy for her to flirt with my nipples and make me sound against her mouth. Henry kissed up and down my legs and pulled down my shorts. He kissed my hips and across my stomach before dragging my undies down. Then Ashley kneeled beside Henry, and she put one of my legs on her shoulder, and Henry put the other on his. They were both between my thighs, and they dove right into my kitty. They took turns tasting my kitty. If they didn't have my kitty, they were biting and kissing my inner thighs. I gasped as they fought over me, their tongues fighting to reach inside of me. Ashley won out, and she took full control, kissing my kitty and sipping on my nub. Henry took out his thing and started to rub it. I wondered whose kitty he would take, mine or Ashley's. He seemed to be deciding when Ashley pushed me over the edge. I screamed as I came on her tongue, shaking and trembling as I splashed in her face. She sat back, tasting her lips, and Henry took his chance. He pressed his thing to my kitty, and then in one swift motion pushed into me until his marbles were pressed against my body. I was so sensitive from coming that every movement he made sent a shiver up and down my spine. He leaned over me, biting my shoulder and grunting into my ear as he pushed into me. I pressed my knees to my chest, taking him even deeper. Yes, oh yes, do me, fill me, I begged as he slammed into me. Fill me up, oh gosh, yes! I was shaking under him, but we never broke eye contact. His gaze spilled into mine as he railed into me, his thing beating against my walls. I gripped his arms and cried out his name as I came on his thing. He kept going, pushing into me until finally his lips fell open, and he let out a sigh of relief. He nutted inside me, his thing buried deep in my kitty. He shot his juice deep into my kitty, and I smiled up at him, happy to be taking his load. You're so sweet, taking his load like a good girl, Ashley said as she kissed my forehead and pushed my hair back from my face. I can't help it, I love it when she praises me. Man, Henry cursed, his thing still inside of me. Your spot only gets better. I'll be honest, I blushed. I loved all of their attention. Henry leaned down and kissed me until my nipples hardened, and his thing pulsated inside of me. Finally, he pulled out, and his juice dripped out of my kitty. Ashley happily kissed my kitty and lapped up all the juice spilling out of me. I squirmed on her tongue, and she sounded against my kitty until she finally was done with me. Will is great, but Henry and Ashley remind me constantly that two heads are better than one.